What's going on, everybody? Nick, Club Style East Coast here. How's it going? So a couple of updates on the bike since the last time that FXDLS Brooklyn had me at his house. I'm on swing arm number 2. Started with a QPC aftermarket swing arm. Really like it, nice solid swing arm. But me being me, I like variety. I like to try different things and compare. And so now I went with the Brock's Performance, V-Twin Performance swing arm. So far so good, had a nice rip up here. And once I get some real miles on it, I'll be able to accurately compare the two. Also, since the last time, I put on the Lindell brake rotors and Lindell brake pads. Got the gold to match the bike. Original Garage Moto fork brace, original Garage Moto crash bar. Hail Speed ARP style dipstick, which is pretty cool. Nice little finishing touch. I like things like that. And I think that's pretty much it. Great. I got to tell you, since I changed the whole setup of my bike again for like the 5th time, now that it's in the current form, I think I got it exactly to where I want it. I'm really enjoying riding the Dyna again. When it was in its previous setup and I had just bought my Road Glide, I was riding the Road Glide all the time and I was kind of neglecting the Dyna. But now that I have this set up the way that it is, it's like I rediscovered the Dyna. So really enjoying it so far. No, it's a love-hate thing, you know, because we're never done with these things. I say I'm done, but if I could afford it, I'd have an inverted front end, a Trask Turbo or a ProCharger supercharger on this thing. But you know, economy, can't do it right now. So far it's been all love, you know, and it's great, and I really appreciate it, because you know, when I was building a Wu-Tang Dyna, my first thought was like, oh, people are gonna give me so much crap over this, and you know, of course, I didn't care, because it's my bike, I'm gonna do what I want. But you know, it's surprisingly everyone is really digging it, and you know, I appreciate that. It's really cool to see people's responses. Even little kids, as I'm riding by, they're like, yeah. So you know, it's been cool. I really dig it, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it, that's for sure. Oh yeah, so Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang Clan has a coffee shop in Staten Island called Killer Coffee. I got to make it down there soon, but the guy that runs the shop invited me down there. He wanted to check out the bike, so I got to get down to good old Staten Island sometime soon and check out the coffee shop for sure. Oh, great. It's you know, I gotta say, it's having an aftermarket swing arm on. It is a little bit different. You definitely feel a little bit of a difference. So I do, like in the long wide turns, I still kind of got to get used to it a little bit, but I'm digging it. I like the way it feels. And other than that, like it's a great setup, especially since I took off the custom cycle engineering motor mounts and I put the Predator front and the OEM style rear back on. It's just a much smoother ride. Before I was going like this, even, you know, in every single gear, and now it doesn't vibrate nearly as much, so way better ride. No Dyna wobble. Knock on wood, I haven't had Dyna wobble yet. Oh, definitely motor swap. You know, that's number one, because it's all about performance with these bikes, right? So motor swap is number one. That's tough to narrow it down to 3. The Fab 28 high output exhaust. Back in the day when I helped you put yours on your bike, and I heard you rip away from my house from the first time, I was like, I'm definitely going to own that exhaust in the future. So, you know, this is my 8th exhaust now, 7th or 8th, and this is it for me. I love this exhaust, so I would go with that. And then I got to go with Weights and Paints. Hooked me up with the paint, man. He absolutely killed my vision. Everything that I wanted, I gave to him, and he took it and ran with it and just absolutely killed it on the paint. So shout out to Weights and Paints. Be prepared to be broke. Honestly, listen, especially if you're younger, you know what I mean? My suggestion would be buy a used clapped out Dyna or FXR that's already got some stuff done to it, and rock with that setup for a while before you start getting into the weeds like this. Because man, oh man, like I said, just this setup alone, I have no idea what it cost me. But like I said, this bike's on its like 7th life. I had so many different setups my 7th or 8th seat, 7th or 8th exhaust. I'm on like my 4th suspension setup. Like, you know, once you start getting into it, you're going to want to change things up and see how things feel. And then of course, other people will be like, no, those shocks suck, try these. Oh, those are the worst, try these. And then you start getting in your head and you try different things. So just be prepared to spend some money. That's for sure. Not until we rode up here last night, I would say I wasn't missing anything, but the lowers and the FXRT fairing definitely would have came in handy last night. You know, I did get a little head wobble with this, and I got a bad neck, so that, you know, that wasn't too good, but it wasn't horrible. But yeah, sometimes I miss the FXRT setup for sure. But I'm still in love with the way the bike looks now, and I like this fairing. I started off with a quarter fairing, back to a quarter fairing. Who knows? I might have an FXRT fairing again in the future. Me being me, who knows? So I used to have the ballistic nylon Leather Pros. Great product. I love Leather Pros, especially since you could expand them, especially for road trips like this. But I had 2 sets of those and they both faded. Truth be told, I didn't spray it with like there's a certain spray that'll make it last longer and not sun fade. I never did that, so that's probably my fault. But I don't spray these either, and these have lasted. I think I've had these for 3 years now, and I just wash them, rinse them off every once in a while, and they stay perfectly nice and shiny and black. So the Leather Pros, definitely the way to go. Well, if you ask me, really good. If you ask Kim, she don't like it too much. I mean, half her tush is hanging off on both sides of the seat. She hates the low sissy bar, even though it's taller than my last one. So, you know, these bikes really aren't that great for 2-up riding, I guess, you know, unless you got like a nice wide back seat. So when I go with her on road trips, I usually take the Road Glide, but it's good for me, not so good for her. So definitely, I want to make it up to Laconia this year. I've never been, so I want to get up there. Possibly Americade, not sure on that yet. You know, if Murdertown does anything down in Delaware, I'm always there supporting him. Great guy. They have, I know they have a Deadbeat Retreat, which I want to try and get to for sure. Pretty much anything that pops up that I could get time off work, or if it's timed right on the weekend, I'll definitely make it out there. So if you follow me on Club Style East Coast on Instagram, you know I started like a clothing company. I do it for fun. It's just me. I like fun designs. I like silly stuff, man. I'm all about having fun, making people laugh, making people smile, and that's what my company's about. You know, so far it's been a really good response to it, and here you go. You got the Escape from New York. So you got Snake Plissken with the Escape from New York design on his Dyna that looks very familiar to some of you watching this right now, I'm pretty sure. So if you ever wanted to know what FXDLS Brooklyn looks like, that could be him. But yeah, so I appreciate the people that have supported me and went on and bought some stuff so far. At this event, I bought a whole bunch of slap stickers, so I'll be handing them out like candy, and you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, I do it for fun. I'm not trying to get rich off this. I hardly make anything off it, and that's not the point. I just enjoy doing it. So, all right, this is Club Style East Coast on our way to the Lost Highway show, sponsored by Deadbeat Customs. See you out there.